All right, want to say hello and welcome to one of the newest faces to Laker Nation, Wesley Mathews. Wes, thanks for taking the time. How does that sound? Los Angeles Laker, Wes Mathews. You all right with that?
I'm all right with that. I can work with that.
Yeah, you like that? Before we dive into this roster, one thing is for sure. The Lakers, you know it. They're a family. They take a lot of pride in that. And for you, well, you're following suit, if you will. Your father, Wes Sr., played 2 seasons for the Lakers, better yet, won 2 titles with them. I know you just mentioned maybe not a lot of people know of your story. As you mentioned, you're raised in a single-parent home by your mother, though the relationship with your father has grown over the years, which you're very, very proud of. Wes, how would you describe what seems to be a very full circle moment for you and your family right now?
It's pretty remote. It's pretty emotional. It's pretty surreal right now. Actually, my grandma, she still has the 1987 championship T-shirt.
No way.
Yeah, she still got that. And in my kitchen, one of my prized pictures is a picture of my dad kind of squatting down and showing me a basketball, and I got a full denim jacket suit. My mom had me fly. I'm out there on the court, and he's handing me the ball, and it's something that I'm excited to do with my daughter. And it's pretty surreal. It's pretty emotional. I'm trying not to think too much about it because got a job to do, and that's be the best basketball player I can be. But I didn't think that these emotions would hit like that. I really didn't. So it's kind of, it's definitely, I can't even think of the words. It's really surreal.
You don't have to get too in depth with it, but since you brought it up and you speak of the emotions, before you do have to be serious and do your job, was there a call, a text, a moment shared with your family that you just really appreciated in the moment?
So I had a group message with my family when I was going through the decision, and I made that decision, and I put in those little gifs. Said I think it was LL Cool J going back to Cali, and my family, they loved it. They loved it. And then on the flip side, my dad sent me a message, and he said, I'm proud of you. Wherever you end up, this was before deciding to choose the Lakers. He said, I'm proud of you, and wherever you go, I fully support you. He's like, but I'll be lying to say it wouldn't mean a little bit more to see you in that Laker purple and gold. So the support has been amazing. I can't forget, my love for home, for Wisconsin, for the Milwaukee Bucks, for the organization, and the year that we had. Very thankful for that opportunity, and obviously being able to be home and be close to family and friends and stuff like that. But this opportunity presented itself. Yeah, I'm a competitor. I want to win. I want to win at the highest level, and there's nothing like being wanted by the best team. The fit worked as far as style of play, and we're here now. Now I can't wait to get to work.
You mentioned your time in Milwaukee, obviously, a season ago. And I have to ask, because you spent time there, obviously, with a back-to-back MVP. So you know what it's like playing alongside superstars. You also mentioned your time in Dallas with Dirk, this squad, 2, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, of which, Wes, I don't know if you know this, but you're going to get a fair share of shots and looks and opportunities.
Yeah.
How much have you spent thinking about what that will look like? Have you envisioned it a little bit, being out there on the three-point line?
I envisioned it a little bit. I always envisioned it. This is one thing that people really don't understand about me. I always want to shoot. Like, I'm a team guy and all that kind
Get
of
that
stuff.
out there. Tell them.
I like to score the ball. It wasn't until this last season that I didn't average double figures. I really like to score the ball, but I'm definitely everything else first. So I'm definitely excited for the spacing. I'm excited for the style of play. I did a workout today, and actually my homeboy who stays with me and does a lot of the day-to-day stuff, he helps me working out. We're gonna watch Laker shots all this evening. We're gonna watch shots from Caldwell Pope, Danny Green. That's and so my night workout, as you can see, my night workout is gonna be,
Oh,
from what I see.
We are literally in the gym.
This is my office. This is my office. This is what you're getting. This is what I do. This is who I am. Basketball has afforded me, a lot of luxuries. I've put everything I have into this game, and it has rewarded me. not only myself, but my family. And so the best way I feel like I can pay respects to everything that is provided for me is to give it everything that I have till I can't anymore.
All right, before we let you go, can you give us one thing that we may not know about Wes Mathews? Anything, hobby, hidden talent, what can you leave us with?
Oh, hobby, talent. I don't know. I think I'm really funny. I don't know that though, but I feel like I'm funny. I'm not sure. I think maybe you guys will get a hit on that.
Are you a
big
comedian?
into Madden.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
no.
You're going to fit right in with this squad if you're big into Madden.
Big into Madden. Big into Madden. Call of Duty just came out. Big into the zombie. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm ready for it. But yeah, big soccer fan.
Big soccer fan. He's got it all. He can do it all, both inside and outside the lines.
All of that.
Wes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time, sharing a little bit about your story. We look forward to catching up with you as the season is right around the corner.
It is right here. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being on the show. Pleasure meeting you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Important deals going down. First, Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz, agreeing to a 5-year max extension worth up to $195 million. He's coming off a playoff run where he averaged 36 points a game. Next, we got Jason Tatum, also agreed to a 5-year max extension with Boston, worth up to $195 million as well. Tatum became first-time All-Star in 2020, led the Celtics to an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. And the Lakers, fresh off a title, agreed to a deal with Marc Gasol. They drafted him originally. Defending champs are reworking their front court, trading JaVale McGee to the Cavs to clear up some space for Gasol. All right, it's not official until Woj says so. Actually, sometimes Woj says so, then it becomes official. But in any case, we're going with these stories we just told you about. Mitchell and Tatum, the extensions. Why do these deals make sense for the players and their teams?
Two foundational cornerstone players for both franchises. The kind of players that you build around, that guys want to play with, that represent, your organization. Those are no-brainers. Both 5 years with the opportunity to make nearly $200 million for both Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum.
All right, Lakers win the title and say, let's get a new guy in the 5 spot. Why was that move made?
Well, a great opportunity there. Once Dwight Howard left for Philadelphia, they bring in not only Montrezl Harrell, but now Marc Gasol, a much more skilled, future Hall of Fame player, who can do so many things on the court, offensively, defensively, rebound. And, I think for Marc Gasol, a chance. Remember, this is the organization that drafted him. He was traded for his brother Pau before he ever played an NBA game. Now Pau's out living in Southern California. He'll be near his brother and have a chance now to win another NBA title. He won one with the Raptors.
Woj using just one of his many phones. Thanks for joining us on the Sports Center.
Theme music. Sit on the throne and you can never move it. I hear my destiny is calling. So say hello to the champion. Say hello, say hello. All these wins starting to feel spiritual. They think that is magic. Welcome to the late show. I be King James version when I'm on the West Coast. So say hello to the champ.
We just want our respect. Our organization want their respect. Laker Nation want their respect. And I want my damn respect too.
They say hello to the champ.
Just a few weeks after winning yet another NBA championship, the Lakers have already pretty much renovated that entire roster. They picked up the top 2 bench scorers in the NBA in Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell. Also improved their three-point shooting by adding Wesley Mathews to a team that ranked 21st in three-point percentage last season. And re-signing KCP to a new 3-year deal, that should help in that area also. All right, to dig a little deeper into NBA free agency, we've got our front office insider Bobby Marks with us. And give Rob Pelinka and that front office in LA a lot of credit for what they've done for the team that's about to be defending a championship. But considering what they've done, what else can they do?
Yeah, rarely do we see a team flip their roster over, right? Of course, they still have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but Wes Mathews, Montrezl Harrell, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, of course, is back. Dennis Schroeder, they've added. Now, this is what they have left to do. They've got 4 roster spots. They only have the veteran minimum exception that's worth about $2.6 million. But here's the challenge. They are hard capped, so you need to fit those spots under that number, $6.5 million. The challenge becomes and here's a player that's being linked to them, is a player like Marc Gasol. To get Marc Gasol, it's got to be on the veteran minimum exception, unless you can try to work out a sign and trade, possibly for someone like JaVale McGee. The hard part is he only makes $4 million, so you've got to make the money work. But so far, this team has really reshaped itself. best team in the West right now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Gasol wants to go west and try to win a second NBA championship. All right, so let's talk about some of the another team, Bobby, that maybe he's not getting the attention it deserves based on what they've done with their roster.
Yeah, that's the Portland Trailblazers. That's a team that was just fighting to get into the playoffs last year, sneaks into the 8th seed. I've got them as a number 2 team in the Western Conference right now. Yes, they get an A+ for the offseason. I know we don't give trophies for the offseason.
No, we do not.
But they're getting it from me. And I think when we look at their roster, here's what they've been able to do. They've added Robert Covington from the Rockets.
Yep.
They've re-signed Rodney Hood. Of course, Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, and Yusuf Nurkic is back. But this is what I really like. Carmelo back for another year. Derek Jones from the Heat. Zach Collins returns. Enes Kanter. Harry Giles. And this is what I call them. I called it the $40 million club, right?
Okay.
Kanter and Covington in trades. Free agents, Hood, Anthony Jones, and of course, Harry Giles.
Yeah.
And where I see them, this is a top 4 team in the Western Conference.
You know, they're way up there in the Pacific Northwest. Oftentimes they kind of get overlooked, but you got to give Neil O'Shea credit for what they've done so far. And Bobby Marks said they're number 2 in the West right now. We'll see how that plays out throughout the season. Bob, appreciate it. Wojnarowski, a couple of all-star players have earned max contracts. We start in Boston, where Jason Tatum has agreed to a 5-year, $163 million extension with the Celtics. It includes a 30% escalator clause that could turn that guaranteed 163 into $195 million should Tatum make one of the 3 All-NBA teams. The 22-year-old averaged career highs of 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists last season. Celtics went to the Eastern Conference Finals for a second straight year. Also grabbing a max bag, Donovan Mitchell. The Jazz guard getting that same 5-year, $163 million extension. Again, that could balloon to $195 if he reaches All-NBA status. The 24-year-old averaged 24 points a game last season, and then he dropped 2 50-point games during Utah's 7-game series loss to Denver in this year's playoffs. So all total, you have 4 players from the 2017 draft class